Namaskar, dear NetSet aspirants, my dear brothers and sisters, my dear students, and my dear friends. I am Mr. Danayya, sir. I am from Akkalkot, district Sholapur, Maharashtra. Yes, today in this period, I am going to talk on one very important concept. The paper number 1, teaching and research aptitude. Today's date 3/6/2022. Paper number 1, teaching and research aptitude. Okay. In the last video, I explained you unit number 1, teaching aptitudes. Concept is completed. Objectives of teaching is also completed. So in this period, I am going to tell you about levels of teaching. Levels of teaching. Levels of teaching. Please remember, levels of teaching. Very easy topic, very important topic. Definitely you will get 2 marks after listening my words, after watching this video. Okay. Levels of teaching. This unit is very easy to understand and very easy to get the marks. Anyhow, passing net and set is your intention. Passing set and net to help you to pass these exams. This is my intention. Okay, 100% you will achieve this this target. It is not at all hard. Come to take one by one point. Okay, levels of teaching. Levels of teaching. My topic is, please have a syllabus in front of you. Go through the syllabus. Read it very minutely. Understand the concept. Okay. What happens, many a times I am observing that students are reading in a detailed way and they are forgetting the concept. When I analyzed the questions, all questions are simple and easy questions. Understand the basic concept in a very clear manner. First, levels of teaching. Okay, level. Already you know what is teaching. Teaching means it is a purposeful activity. Teaching means to tell the concept in a very easy manner, to explain the concept in a very simple manner. Teaching is an interactive process. You should tell the concept, you should explain the concept You should analyze the concept, you interpret the concept. The teacher's duty is to provide the knowledge to the students. The teacher is going to improve the knowledge of student. This is called teaching. Okay. Every teacher do this activity. Every teacher do his duty. All the teachers are teaching the content in the classroom. All the teachers are explaining the content to the students. Okay. This is called teaching, no doubts. But what is the level? In general, we say, hey, he is very high level person. He is a very low level person. He is a middle level person. He is very high level, very VIP person. He is very low person. Low person. Level means steps, we can say. Even when you are going to when you want to take a ticket of railway, there are some class. Okay, general ticket is different, reservation is different, and sleeper ticket is different. But here, teaching level, there are levels: low level, middle level, high level, we can say in general. But as a teacher, all the teachers are following these levels. There is one person, please remember, when the teacher is teaching the content in the classroom, when the teacher is explaining the poem in the classroom, when the teacher is explaining the lesson in the classroom, when the teacher is explaining the formula, when the teacher is explaining the fact, when the teacher is explaining the particular knowledge to the students, at the time teacher is following, teacher is using, teacher is taking some steps, teacher is using some levels. Through that level, teacher is explaining the content to the students. Okay. Sometimes we understand some teachers' lessons in a very easy way. Some teachers' lessons we cannot understand it. Okay. Okay. Come to the point. Please remember, there is a one question. They are going to ask a simple questions. What? Levels of teaching. Na? Who introduced this term? Who coined this term? Who first time used? Who said? Levels of teaching. There is one man. The name of that educator is Morris L. Biggie. Morris L. Biggie. This educator, this researcher, this educationist, this man, he has written one book. Please remember, they are going to ask our questions. See that questions are very easy. Just you understand the concept. Just you put the concept in your mind. Morris L. Biggie has written one book. The name of the book is Learning Theories for Teachers. Learning Theories for Teachers. As a teacher, I must understand how students are learning, how students are understanding the concept. Okay, this is a very famous book. Name of the book is Learning Theories for Teachers. Learning Theories for Teachers. Name of book. This is a book. This book is very famous in educational field. All the teachers, those who wants to become a teacher, all the teacher must read this book, Learning Theories for Teachers. This book is published in 1964. Please remember, this book is published in 1964. This book is written by Morris L. Biggs. Okay, this book is very famous. In this book Mr. Morris has introduced this term, levels of teaching. Levels of teaching. Teaching and learning. Okay, teaching and learning. Teaching means we should teach the content, and learning means we should understand the concept. Teaching and learning, this is a process. It is a process, and this process always follows levels. Okay, then how many levels of teachings are there? Mr. Morris, he said, he wrote in this book that there are three levels of teaching. Please remember, again they are going to ask us simple questions. How many levels of teachings are there? There are three levels. There is a question asked in one exam. Recently, when I went to Chhattisgarh, there is a question. They asked this question: how many levels are there? Three levels. Please remember. Who introduced this term? Morris Biggie. In which book? Learning Theories for Teachers. This book is published in 1964. He used three levels. That is called levels of teaching. Then, what are the three levels of teaching? Come to the point. Come on. Please write down this point and remember it. Okay. Three levels. How many levels are there? Three levels. Okay. The first level, please remember, three levels. We can say in diagram, levels are there. Three levels. Three levels. This is first level, second level. This is top level. This is low level. First, second, third. Okay. First, second, third. Three levels. Okay. First, second, third. First level is MLT. MLT. Second level ULT. Third level RLT. Levels of teaching: MLT, ULT, RLT. Then what is mean by these terms? Please remember. The first one is MLT. MLT means memory level of teaching. Memory level of teaching. M means memory, L means level, T means teaching. Memory level teaching. Okay. Then ULT means understanding level of teaching. Understanding level of teaching. L T teaching. And third one is reflective level of teaching. Okay, these are the three levels of teaching. Three levels of teaching: MLT, ULT, RLT, not LTT. LTT is a militant group in Sri Lanka. Okay, don't forget it. Here, don't forget this term. Memory level teaching, understanding level of teaching. RLT means reflective level of teaching. Very simple questions they are going to ask you. Now I am going to explain you what is mean by MLT. Come. MLT. Memory level of teaching. Memory level of teaching. Memory level of teaching means what? Please remember, memory level of teaching. Memory level of teaching, it is known as, the short term, it is known as MLT. 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 Memory level of teaching. They asked the question, what is the full form of MLT? MLT full form is memory level of teaching. There is options: memory loss of teaching, memory level of learning, memory level of training, memory level of structure. This kind of different questions they asked. Full form, MLT full form is memory level of teaching. This term, the definition, please remember, Mr. MLT. Okay, there is one man. Actually, Morris L. Biggie has introduced the three terms, levels of teaching: MLT, ULT, RLT. I am talking about memory level of teaching. Memory level of teaching, it is known as MLT. MLT. Mr. Please remember his name. Johann Friedrich Herbert. Okay. Johann Friedrich Herbert. This man, he is an educationist. He belongs to Germany. Name of country. Herbert is from Germany. This man has given a definition of memory level of teaching. What is memory level of teaching? When the teacher is explaining the content in the classroom, when the teacher is explaining the formula in the classroom, when the teacher is explaining the fact in the classroom, students listens it. Please remember, teacher explains the content, teacher explains the concept, teacher explains the fact, teacher tells about information. Students listens. Okay, all students are listening. Student listens, but students are not understanding. Students are not understanding what the teacher is explaining in the classroom. Just they listen. And all the students are by hurting. They are memorizing. They are cramping. They are grasping, but they are not understanding. They are cramming. They are only memorizing in his mind. See that teacher is explaining the content in the classroom. Students are only listening. Physically, students are listening. Students are not understanding what the teacher is telling in the classroom. But students are memorizing it. Students are putting the content in their mind without understanding. All the students are writing the content in the exam and they qualify and they pass the exam. Teacher explains the content, students only listens. Students do not understand it. They doesn't understand it. Just they remember it, and they write the content in the exam and they pass. This kind of teaching is known as memory level of teaching. Memory. This teaching is completely related to memory. It is related to memory. Memory means the capacity of memory. Please remember, all students' memory power, some we can say IQ power, are different, but it is only checking the capacity of memory of student. Some students remember some fact, some students do not remember the fact. But this term, this level of teaching is explained by Mr. Johann Friedrich Herbert. He is from Germany. He has given the definition of memory level. Okay. Students only memorize the content. They only memorize the fact and they write the exam. They do not understand. They do not comprehension it. They do not utilize it. This called as memory level of teaching. Please remember. This level, it has another name. Please remember. There is a question. Questions are going to ask very simple and very common. Memory level teaching, it is another name is Herbert approach. Herbert approach. This, the another name for memory level of teaching is Herbert approach. Herbert is a person who introduced this term. Approach means to look at that point in a particular way. Herbert. Again, there are some another. This man Herbert has said that memory level teaching is completely related to memory capacity. Capacity of the students. Memory capacity of the students, and it is known as first level of teaching. First level of teaching. First level memory level teaching is known as first level of teaching. Which is the first level of teaching? Memory level teaching. What is the another name for memory level teaching? Herbert approach. Who introduced it? Herbert belongs from Germany. Okay, and please remember, it is related to memory capacity of the student. Student do not understand the concept, only he memorize, only he by heart the content and writes in the exam. And memory level, there is another term we can say. It is known as thoughtless level of teaching. It is known as thoughtless level of teaching. Thoughtless. Thoughtless. Please remember. Thoughtless level of teaching. Thoughtless level of teaching. Here, students only listens, but student is not thinking in his mind. Student is not understanding the concept. There is no thought process. There is no brainstorming. There is no thinking. There is no creativity. There is no personal opinion. Only listening, only by hearing, only writing in the exam without understanding. What I can say. Sometimes we read it, so I can't understand, but I wrote in the exam. Okay, but anyhow, please remember which level of teaching is known as thoughtless level of teaching. Memory level is known as thoughtless level of teaching. Again, there is another name. This is known as third class level of teaching. Third class level of teaching. Third class level of teaching. Third class means there is first class, second class, third class. Okay, this is third class. Please remember. But we, all the Indian teachers, are following third class teaching method, and that is why students are also become third class. Okay, no. Please, it is, this method is not supporting to creativity. Okay, please remember it. And this is a thoughtless process. This is the first level of teaching. This is the thoughtless level of teaching. This is Herbertian approach, and this is only focusing on memory capacity of the student. Okay, I think this method is not useful, but we are using this method in the classroom. Now, this is known as first level of third class level, first level, thoughtless level, and Herbartian approach. Then again, what is the benefit of this method? Benefit. Benefits means love, we can say. What is the use? Merit. 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 Memory level of teaching is used in the lower class. In the primary class, students are by hearing the what I can say, rhymes. Rain, rain, come again. Rain, rain, come again. Or rain, rain, go away. Rain, rain, go away. Don't say like this. Rain, rain, go away. Because we want the water. Okay. Europeans are saying rain, rain, go away. We Indians are rain, rain, come again. Students are not understanding the concept, but they are by hearing it. Even children are also by hearing the tables. 2 on the 2, to the 4, to the 6, to the 8. But they are memorizing it. This method is used for primary classes. This method is used for lower classes. Please, okay, this is the benefit. But this method, what I can say, this method is not. This is merit. Then what is merit? This is then demerits. This method is not used for higher classes. You are going to become a professor. Okay, in higher classes we cannot use this method. Okay, all the students are very intelligent, they listen, they understand, they use it. But in this method there is no thinking capacity, there is no creativity, there is no, it is only rote learning, we can say. Merit use in lower class, use in lower class, lower classes. Okay, then demerits, no use for higher class, higher class. Okay, then the main, it is focusing on rote learning, rote learning, rote learning. Please remember again, what is rote learning? Students are learning the content without understanding, only they by heart it. It is known as rote learning. There is a question asked in the exam, what is rote learning? Learning the content without understanding, learning the content without using it. फक्त आप हम इस कंसेप्ट को जस्ट विदाउट अंडरस्टैंडिंग वी आर बाय हार्टिंग इट. Okay, it is known as, it is focusing. Then what is the objective of this method? To provide the knowledge to the students, only to tell the information to the students. This method is, this method is completely based on subject centered. Please remember, this is a question again asked, subject centered. Who is centered here? Subject means text. Text is textbook. Small child learns the poem, subject is important. Here child is not important, teacher is not important, subject is important. Even some people are by hearting the mantras. Okay, uh, what I can say, the mantras are there. Okay, that mantra they by heart it, but without understanding the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. What is Vasudhaiva? Sometimes we do not understand it, but still we use it. Okay. Subject centered. Understand what I said? Huh? Once again I am repeating, memory level teaching. Memory level teaching. This concept is used by Johann Friedrich Herbert. He is from Germany. He has given a definition about memory level teaching. He is saying that teacher explains the content in the classroom. Students only listens without understanding. They by heart it and they write the content in the exam and they pass it. This level of teaching is known memory level teaching. It is known as first level of teaching. It is known as thoughtless level of teaching. It is known as third class level of teaching. It is only related to memory based. It is focused on rote learning. It is useful for lower classes. It is not useful for higher classes. Understand this concept? Please remember, 100% they are going to ask fact based questions. Now second level is ಬರಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಹೋರ್ ಸಾವಕಾಶ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಡಮ್ಮ. Now second level, ULT. Second level of teaching is known as understanding. Understanding level of teaching. Understanding level of teaching. Understanding. This concept, ULT, this concept, understanding level of teaching, the definition of this understanding level of teaching is given by one professor. His name is HC. H means Henry. Henry HC Morrison. Please remember, Henry Morrison. He used this term understanding level of teaching. This man, Henry C. Morrison, is a professor. He is working in the University of Chicago. Again, there is a question. Questions are asking on particular point. You remember everything. Okay. University is University of Chicago. University of Chicago. Please remember. University of Chicago, USA, America. Okay, America. This man, this professor, is working in the University of Chicago. He introduced the term understanding level of teaching. Please understand this word, understanding. Understanding means what? Understanding means teacher explains the content in the class. Students listen it. Students understand it. But students are unable to express. Only students are understanding it without expressing. Such kind of teaching level is known as understanding level of teaching. Sometimes we say, sir, मुझे समझता है, मुझको I can understand, but I am unable to explain it. Oh yes, I know, but I am unable to tell you. Unable to tell. But sometimes we understand. Even for example, if you put what can say insects. There is a small child. You take one fire. Put the fire. Means not don't put. No, please. Small child. Just you take a matchbox and take it fire. If the student touch it, oh, it is very hot. He understand it. Okay. Next time, the baby cannot touch that hot. Oh, he says it is very hot. Understanding. What happens many times? Oh, net set is very easy. I understand, sir. I understand, but I can't get the result. Many times it is happening. Teacher explains the content in the class. Students listen it. Student understand it. But student is not using that content in his day-to-day life. He is not using that content. He is not using the knowledge in his day-to-day life. Only he understands. मुझको समझ में आता है सर, कैसा करना मालूम नहीं. साइकिल चलाना है तो if you want to ride the bicycle, yes, I know it. I understand it. Holding to what I can say, handles, putting the pedals, going straight. if someone, if truck is coming though and hitting, no, no, no. uh, Sometimes we understand the rules and regulations, but we cannot use it. We cannot use it. This is called comprehension. This is called understanding level. Suppose you are a driver. Okay, you are riding the car. There comes hospital. What you understand? Oh, if hospital comes in yeah, on the way, if school comes, you cannot horn it, because that horn is going to torture the students. But what we do, we horn when the school comes, we horn when the hospital comes. There's a horn means, in olden days, we the Indian people, there is a ST bus, there is a horn, pow 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 pow. Now there is only pee pee, pow pow pee pee. We understand, but we are where to use it, we are not using. Please remember, understanding level of teaching, this term is used by Henry H.C. Morrison. He is working in the University of Chicago, America. He is saying that teacher explains the content in the classroom, students listen it, students understand it, but students are not using it. Such level of teaching is known as ULT. Again, there is another point regarding this understanding level of teaching. What another? This level is known as second level of teaching. Second level. Okay, second level of teaching. It is also known as Morrison approach. Morrison approach. Okay, Morrison has introduced this term. So Morrison approach. Everybody's everybody's approach is different. Someone is telling that net set is very hard. It is his approach. But I am telling you, this is very easy. This is very common paper. This is so easy. Yaar. Read it, write it, pass it. That is why I wandered the entire India in a very short time. I understand the concept. I passed it. What is the new in it? Approach. Your attitude toward the concept. Morrison's understanding. Okay. This is also known as, please remember, thoughtful process. It is known as thoughtful level. When the teacher explains the formula, when the teacher tells about the fact, when the teacher gives the knowledge, when the teacher tells informations to the students, students are listening it, students are thinking it. The thinking process is going on in the minds of students. This is thoughtful process, thoughtful level. It is known as thoughtful. Understanding level is known as second level. It is known as thoughtful level. It is known as the model of Morrison. And this approach, this level of teaching. Here what happens? Please remember, thoughtful. It is also uh, we are using in the classroom. Teachers are using it in the classroom. But the benefit and demerits of this level. What is the benefit, Morrison? Benefit means students understand the concept in a scientific way. Okay, understands the scientific way, but he is unable to use in the classroom. He is unable to use the knowledge in the society. He is unable to use the knowledge in his career. Please remember, there is 100% they are going to ask a question on this. What Morrison has given one definition about teaching. Understanding level of teaching means what? Morrison is saying that understanding level of teaching means a matured person. Matured person means knowledgeable person. More matured person is intimating with less knowledgeable person, is known as understanding level of teaching. Sir, please repeat it. Okay. Two person. Okay. Teacher and student. Teacher, we can say a very knowledgeable person. More matured person. More knowledgeable person. Student, unmatured, very small, unexperienced. Okay. More knowledgeable person is talking. More knowledgeable person is interacting with less knowledge person. With less knowledge candidate. With less knowledge person. Matured person, please remember, intimate, interact, interaction between, talking between matured person to non-matured person, experienced person to unexperienced person, knowledgeable person to less knowledgeable person, is known as teaching according to Morrison. Understand or not? Yeah. I'm more intelligent. I'm more intelligent now. Huh? Please, I'm not intelligent. I'm more experienced person. I'm more experienced because I wandered the entire India without intention. I have the experience of writing the exam. I have the more experience of the writing of the exam. I'm telling my experience to you. You are less experienced person. Okay. I am more experienced person. I am telling my experience with you. This level of teaching is known as understanding level of teaching. It is given by Morrison. Okay. Next. Next. Sir, what you are teaching, sir? Why? I'm not understanding. Sir, I'm not understanding. Not understanding? Only remember it. Write the exam. Pass it. When I was studying NET and SET exam, at the time I was not understanding. Just I read it, I memorized it, I wrote it. In the exam I passed it. But during time, meanwhile, again I was understanding the concept. But now I listened it, I understood it. Now I am telling you. Okay? Then third name is, please remember, third level. This is called reflective level of teaching. Reflective level of teaching. RLT. There is a question asked in the Uttarakhand SET exam. What is the full form of RLT? Reading level of teaching, reflective level of teaching. Please remember, reflective learning teaching, reflective learning training. Very common questions are there. They are not going ask the questions away from the concept. All questions are based to this point. Reflective level of teaching. Okay. Who has introduced this term? There is one man. His name is David Hunt. Which Hunt? Hunt. I am hunting you. Hunting means मैं आपका शिकार करूंगा. नहीं जी यार. I cannot शिकार you. I cannot hunt you. I will hunt the net set. I was hunt. I went everywhere. Kerala set hunting. Tamil Nadu set hunting. Assam hunt. Jammu Kashmir hunt. Maharashtra hunt. Everywhere hunt. Today I got all the net set. Just you also hunt, yeah. Hunt only one set exam. Hunt only one net exam. Okay. You should have the courage. You should have a daring. You should have a knowledge. You should have a skill. You should have consistency. Then only you will get it. Only common coming and watching my video without reading, without understanding, then how you are going to pass here? Please don't be nervous. Don't be lazy. Don't be, what I can say, casual. Don't take casual. Okay, if you are casual, you cannot achieve it. Have a strong desire. Strong desire is very important. If you have the not a strong desire, how can you achieve it? Okay, RLT means reflective level of teaching. Then this reflective means what? Please remember, there is one man, his name is David. Please remember our names. David Hunt, Hunt, Hunt. David Hunt, he is also professor. He worked in the University of Worcester. University of Worcester. So how you memorized everything? That is why I passed all these exams. Yes, you are also going to pass, huh? Don't worry. University of Worcester. Worcester. University of Worcester. David Hunt, he worked in this university, University of Worcester. Okay. It is in England. It is in England. Okay, it is in England. Mr. Hunt belongs to actually Canada, but he is working at the University of Worcester, England. This man has given a meaning, definition of reflective level of teaching. Please remember, what is reflective? Reflect means to show. Reflect means to shine. Reflect means the knowledge, whatever the knowledge you have, the knowledge should come outside. Reflection is there. Now I put the light here. That light has focused on this board, and this board is reflecting you. Sunlight is put on, what I can say, moon, and moon is reflecting the light of sun. Reflection is very important. I learned all the I learned all the things regarding how to pass net and set and TT exam. I understand that. I am explaining you. I am reflecting my knowledge. I am telling my knowledge. I am telling my experience to you. रिफ्लेक्शन होना चाहिए. आपका अंदर में जो नॉलेज है ना, उसको रिफ्लेक्ट करो, उसको अंदर से बाहर खींचो. You should bring that content to outside from your mind. Okay, don't put the knowledge inside. Okay, we always give the respect to the flowing river, not if the water is stagnant, then after 2 or 4 days, hello, smell comes, very danger smell comes. But if the river is flowing, there is no smell. Reflection is very important. Okay, so please tell me proper definitions, sir. Okay, please remember this manner. There is a question: who introduced the reflective level of Mr. David Hunt? He said RLT. What is RLT? Teacher explains the content in the classroom. All the students are listening the content. Students are understanding the content. They are writing the knowledge in the exam. They pass in the exam. After that, they use that knowledge in their life, in their day-to-day life. This is known as reflective level of teaching. Teacher explains the content, students listens it, students understand it, students write the content in the exam. Then after the exam, all the students are using that knowledge in their day-to-day life. It is called reflective level of teaching. समझ में आ गए हो? नहीं आ गए तो फिर से देखो, आपको समझ में आएगा. नहीं आया तो फिर से again you repeat, again you listen it, again you understand it. Okay, once again I am going to. David Hunt has given the definition of reflective level of teaching. Teacher explains the content in the classroom. Students listens. Students understands. He knows it. He writes the content in the exam. After the exam, he uses that knowledge in his day-to-day life. This is known as reflective level of teaching. Today is 3rd June 2022. Okay, 3rd June is a day. It is a day of World Cycle Day. World Cycle Day. World Cycle Day. The teacher is telling that, oh, we the people are living in 21st century. We are not getting good air. All the air is polluted. So for saving of environment, we should not use vehicles and cars and other petroleum vehicles. If it is necessary, you can use the government vehicles. Don't use personal vehicles. It is better you should use the bicycle. Using the bicycle is going to help to improve your health and help you to what I can say. Yes, with the help of cycle, you are not going to pollute the air. The cycle is not throwing the carbon dioxide. No, it is very friendly use. It is very useful for environment. We cannot use the petrol. There is no pollution. It is helpful for the exercise of people. All benefits we know. Okay, are you using the bicycle? If you are using the bicycle, all the people are watching. Oh, hey, he is coming from bicycle. The people are saying you are a mad. Third class people. I am also using the bicycle. When I go on bicycle to my school, my wife is shouting, my sir, our sir is mad, he is using bicycle. Common people are saying like you are a mad if you are using the bicycle. Friends, look at the European countries, look at the Switzerland. Even my one of my friend is working in Pune. His name is Danayya sir. He is always using the bicycle. Friends, if possible, you also use the bicycle. I am also using the bicycle. Okay, what happened one day, I went to owner of bicycle. Actually, I don't have the money during that time. Okay, I was suffering from the financial problem. But what I said, I requested that owner, sir, I want a bicycle. He said, you have to pay 5,000 rupees. But I told him, sir, I don't have the 5,000. Give me installment. I will give 1,000 for 5 months. Okay, extra 500 I will give. Are you going to give me in installment? He was watching me. Are you coming from mad? Are you coming from hospital, mad hospital? How dare you to ask me to give the installment? कोई भी नहीं इंस्टॉलमेंट आस्क करते हैं. Pay 5,000 and get the bicycle. But I said, sir, I will pay 1,000 per month and give me bicycle. He didn't give me bicycle. But he watched me that, oh, he is a mad teacher. Everybody says me mad. Okay, let them. Their thinking is like that. Who is mad? Already I passed all these exams. Who is mad? He is mad. Anybody, it's their attitude. But friends, you see what I am telling. Using bicycle is useful, but are we using the bicycle in day-to-day life? This is called reflection. This is called reflective. This is called use of that skill. You have to use that skill. अगर आप उस skill को, if you do not use that skill in day-to-day life, then that is not reflect. Okay. So friends, many concepts are there. Even our Anna Baswana in Lord Basaveshwara has said one good vachana. ಕಳಬೇಡ ಕೊಲಬೇಡ ಹುಷಿಯ ನುಲಿಯಲು ಅನ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಅಸಹ್ಯ ಪಡಬೇಡ ತನ್ನ ಬಣ್ಣಿಸಬೇಡ ಇದುರು ಹಳಿಯಲು ಬೇಡ ಇದೇ ಅಂತರಂಗ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಇದೇ ಬಹಿರಂಗ ಶುದ್ಧಿ. Sometimes we cannot understand what is said, but after understanding you have to use it. Don't kill others, don't steal others money, don't praise yourself. Don't hesitate, don't hate others. These are good quotations given by Lord Basaveshwara. But are we using those thoughts in day-to-day life? Even Santa Mahatma, all great people have given great thoughts. But are we using those thoughts in day-to-day life? We don't know. But friends, learn the knowledge and use that knowledge. Today, I got an experience how to pass net and set exam, and I am telling you how to pass these exams. So please follow my work, please follow my book, please follow my ideas, please follow my strategies. Okay, once again, ಮುಗೀತು. Okay, once again I'm telling reflective level. This is introduced by David Hunt. He is working as a professor in the University of Worcester in England. He said that a teacher is teaching the content in the classroom, students are listening it, students are understanding it, and students are using the knowledge in his day-to-day life. This is called reflective level of teaching. It is also known as Hunt approach. Hunt approach, please remember, Hunt approach. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Hunt approach. It is also known as introspective. Please remember, introspective. Please remember this word, introspective learning, introspective teaching, introspective. Introspective is very important. Students ಬಂದ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದಿ?
ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾಂ, ನೀ ಏನು ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಮ್ಮ. ಬರೀ ನೋಡಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಲತ್ತೀನಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, introspect means you should introspect whether it is good or whether it is bad, whether it is useful, whether it is not useful. Okay, while watching my video you should understand whether this is useful, then you watch it. If it is not useful, don't use it, off it and go to your home. Okay, already you are at your home, no doubt about it, because you are not coming to my home. After passing, please come to my home and I will make you satkar with the help of peda and garland. Okay, while coming you should bring 1 kilo peda after passing net and set exam. Don't forget me. Okay, introspective is very important. Sometimes what happens, yes, we understand, we introspect whether it is correct or whether it is wrong. Thought, again, it is another name, it is known as upper thoughtful process. ಚಿನ್ನು ಒಂದು 2 ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಹೋದೆಮ್ಮ, ಅದು ಮುಗಿತೀವಿ. ಅಪ್ಪರ್ thoughtful. Okay, upper thoughtful level. Please remember, it is upper thoughtful level of teaching. Upper thoughtful level of teaching. Brainstorming is going on, thinking capacity is increasing, creativity power is increasing. And again, it is also known as problem centered teaching. Problem centered teaching or problem centered learning. Problem centered, when the students understand, when student listens it, when he understands it, he has a problem, he should solve it in his own mind. Okay, in real situation many problems comes in front of you. At the time you should face it, you should solve it, then only you learned man. आप इतना पढ़े कि आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, ऐसा ही लोग बोलते हैं. बट यू हैव टू सॉल्व. दिस इज problem centered teaching. It is known as introspective level of teaching. It is known as creativity level of teaching. It is also known as conceptual based level of teaching. Conceptual level. You have to understand the concept in a clear manner. Okay, and yes, this is going to help to creativity, this is going to help open minded person, this is going to help for genius student, this is going to help for multi talented student, this is going to help for useful person, knowledgeable person, a person who is using his knowledge. How to use your knowledge for building your career is very important. So thank you so much, you listened my lecture here. Yes, thank you. My daughter is also helping me to create this video, and she is standing in front of me. Okay, and thanks once again. In this video, in short I narrative levels of teaching and who introduced this, in which book he introduced it, and what are the MLT, what are ULT, what are RLT. I told the benefit, I told its demerits. Please understand everything. After that, please read my questions which are written in my book. 100% you will get the benefit. Thank you so much. Namaskar. ಅರೆ ನಂಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಹೋಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನ ಹೋಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಹೇಳ